Okay, welcome back, and time now for some sports with Aaron Akerejola. Take it away.
Yes, good afternoon to you, ladies.
Good afternoon, Aaron.
Lovely weekend.
It was lovely.
And yours?
Mixed, I must say.
Okay.
Because the Super Eagles lost, and we're going to be picking it up from there today.
Okay.
And let's say that the president of the Nigeria Football Federation, Amajo Melvin Pinnick, has warned that the federation will no longer issue international transfer certificates to players in the Super Eagles B team seeking moves to obscure leagues abroad. Pinnick made this known in Los Angeles on Saturday. The NFF boss added that as part of efforts to ensure that the home-based players were at par with their foreign counterparts, the federation had planned international friendlies in October for the Eagles B team. And he also said an agreement has been reached for games to be played at the 73,000 capacity M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where the Ravens play. This is Amajo Melvin Pinnick speaking after the game.
Yes, I don't want to hear that they are doing one transfer. Take it very seriously. All those nonsense club, I don't want to hear all those stories. Then go no, not to do.
I say Benny.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very serious about it. Please, where is it? The media people, take this. You are our pride. We are going to keep you guys together and be waving one by one. If you haven't going to Real Madrid, I can follow you. So I don't know that you are very important. If you are going to Barcelona, I'll follow you. Don't know that you are very important. If you are going to Arsenal, I'll follow you. They know they are very important. If any club you are going to, I'll follow you. Our general secretary will follow you. Or one of them will follow you. They know they are very important. They will keep you and monitor you. Because you are the next big thing in Nigerian football. I don't want to hear Yimba, Kanu Pillars. You guys are Super Eagles. The word super is not just a coinage to say super means you are above the crowd in style. Then, by God's grace, in October, we're going to tidy up all the documentation and everything. You guys will be flying to Baltimore. That one is a 73,000 seating capacity stadium. That's where the Ravens, they play. We're going to be playing a game. We're going to be playing against Ghana, possibly Cameroon, and maybe Canada. But we're going to sort that out within the next coming week. We want to expose you people to the highest heavens. So when you are going to a club, a foreign club, and we hear that you go to China, Belarus, I won't give you, I will tell the General Secretary, I'm not going to give you you guys are the pride of Africa right now. You are the pride of Nigeria right now. And we are going to make sure, none of you, all those agents that want to take you to all these countries, Cyprus, all those, no, never. Who are light, and I'm going to tell the General Secretary, they won't issue any transfer to any of you. If you are leaving Nigeria, you are going to a top club. You are going to Villarreal. You are going to Valencia. You are going to Lille. You are going to all those proud footballing clubs. Not to one mushroom club that you are better than. I'm telling you, if you keep yourself low, you remain low.
Joining us now is the Super Eagles media officer, Babafemi Raji, who joins us from the United States of America. It is afternoon here in Lagos. Very good. So it's right to say good afternoon to you or good day. Now, let's get it started from what we just heard from the president of the Nigeria Football Federation, issuing out a very stern warning to the players of the Super Eagles. Was it stemming from the fact that the Super Eagles lost scandalously to Mexico? 4-0 is how it actually ended. Or this is the right way forward for the B team?
Well, thanks so much, Aaron. And definitely, I think this is just as a result of wanting to truly propel these guys. This was actually part of the motivational speech before the game, when the NFF president and FIFA council member, Amajo Melvin Pinnick, came on board, spoke with the team, addressed the lads, motivated them. It was a very big, huge motivational speech. However, after the game, after the 4-0 loss, the president still came back to restate the commitment of the Nigeria Football Federation in ensuring these lads are well propelled. The NFF is not looking at the results of the game. No one is taking that. They had a launch pad at a very big stage. That was the Mexican full national team in full competition mode. But despite that, the boys were able to raise their game. They were able to match. Most times you don't look at the scoreline. You look at what the coaches called the development within the game. The boys were able to string passes. and do a lot of things within the game. The goalkeeper made 5 saves. And after the game, even Coach Geno Ross said that he's happy. He has seen materials that will even be part of his World Cup qualification plans when this starts in September. So I think the key thing here, as the NFF president stated clearly, is that the players should discountenance the high score, the high margin defeat. All he wants them to do is to take the great lessons learned. Imagine you starting your academic career, Aaron, and then you are starting from year 1 in the university. That was exactly what happened to the boys.
But topmost, some, because of course we'll be seeing the highlights of the game as we talk, but some would like to still think that in a game where the Super Eagles didn't string one single shot on target, it showed that they were awful on the day. While some are still claiming, like you are saying, that whatever the scoreline is, going against a team that are 11th in the world, against a team that are 31st in the world, it was still a mismatch.
Well, we won't say it was a mismatch. That was a friendly, Aaron. That was a friendly organized for the team. It wasn't a mismatch. The NFF did not make a mistake in organizing this. The essence of that game was to expose these guys and expose them at that top level of competition. And if you permit me, I will even get you the match stats to let you know how impressive it was for some guys that were just assembled and went through just a few days of maybe a week of training and had to go into a match of this magnitude. These guys, at that point in time, we had 3 shots compared to 16 shots from the Mexicans. There were 3 shots. You understand? Compared to 16 shots. 5 saves made by the guy, by the goalkeeper, Nwabali. 5 saves. So it means after the initial first 4 minutes, where we had a little bit of maybe cold feet or stage fright, the boys were able to pick it up, and we could see what happened. Stringing 4, 5, 6 passes. At the end of the game, even the Mexicans went to meet the guys, the Nigerian guys. You know, despite the scoreline, you will know when you respect guys. But we're not looking at the scoreline, like the NFF president, Babafemi said. It's about the next level. The team, it's a project, like it was stated clearly. The team will keep assembling over time, and then let's get to see how they progress in terms of the way they move. It's development. This is the first stage. They will still get to play other games. In October, they'll be back in the United States, get to play a game. And then we can start assessing them with each passing game. You understand? After all, in a session, if you are in secondary school, you have first term, second term, third term. And then you do what you call continuous assessment. So this is continuous assessment as a result of the exposure being given this team. And I think at this point, we have to commend the NFF president, Amadou Babafemi, FIFA Council member, commend the entire NFF board for doing this. We've always clamored for inclusion of the home-based players. Now we have it. So it means this is the right step, a step in the right direction. And the players, trust me, are all very happy. They're still around. Some will be leaving today.
All right, Babafemi Raji, if you permit me to come in here, before we go, the talk about players not going to obscure countries or obscure leagues to play football, is it realistic knowing that there are just few slots for the entire world in the Big 5 leagues? Very briefly.
Well, it depends on the project. And the project is, we want you guys to play at top clubs. It means you must up the ante. It is very realistic. It's something that can be achieved. And in the long run, it will benefit our football. Trust me, this little exposure they've had, by the time these guys get back to their club sites, watch and see their progress. They will want to return to this fold. And the moment they know they have to play at that high tempo, high octane level, it's top clubs that will be getting them. Remember a player like Taye Taiwo moved from Lobby Stars to Olympique Marseille of France at some point. We've had players move directly like that from little unknown teams in Nigeria straight that way. So I think it's a project that we must say, okay, it's good, the path is right.
All right, okay, permit me to actually put it here now. You alluded to game in October, but talk to us, what is the calendar like for the Super Eagles Team A right now and the Super Eagles Team B leading up to the end of the year?
You know, we have the World Cup qualifying series starting up in September. It was scheduled to start up in June, but for COVID-19, the pandemic, CAF had to cancel that particular window. So from September, we have the window where it starts all over again, taking on Cape Verde and Liberia. And then in November, we get to play again. In October, we get to play again another window. And then for the B team, for the home-based Eagles, you already heard talking about the guys. And most times, we don't really like to use the coinage home-based because the Super Eagles remain the Super Eagles. Once you assemble the Super Eagles to play a game, they are the Super Eagles. If you have 22 players playing in England, in the Premier League, you won't say home-based Three Lions of England. No. The fact that if you have 22 players from the Mexican League play, you won't say home-based Mexican players. They are the L3 of Mexico. The Super Eagles played. And this helps the psyche of these players. Helps them know that, yes, they are an integral part. That's why if you have the full speech of the NFF president to these boys, he stated in clear terms, you are the Super Eagles. Mexico play the Super Eagles. So the calendar is October, September. We assemble.
All right, I want to say many thanks to you, Babafemi Raji. We'll still be catching up with you and the Super Eagles as we wish you all the best. I wish the team the very best and also a safe trip back to Nigeria.